Hello and welcome back to the Best of Rivals podcast, episode 5. Jay, we're back. Took a little hiatus, great little international break. But yeah, we are back in the studio as well.
Yeah, I needed that break from you.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I kind of missed you.
I didn't miss you at all.
You know,
if I'm being honest,
it's a one-way street, I guess. Okay, no worries.
This is best of rivals, not best friends. So.
That is true. That is true. I should probably stay more in character, right? So, yeah, that little break we had. What were you up to during that little 1-2 week break?
For me, it was just time to kind of chill, relax myself. I got a new gig I've been working with, so I was training for that and then watching the qualifiers for the World Cup.
My man was working. Got you.
Yeah, just in the lab doing what I got to do. 'Cause it's hard out here. Y'all didn't know it's hard.
We don't have a sponsorship yet. That's why it's hard.
But yeah, man, it was nice and relaxing.
Yeah.
Felt like the Premier League was gone for like 3 months.
It did feel like it was a long time, right? Yeah. I kind of missed it a little bit, but
Did you watch any of the qualifiers?
I didn't watch it. I watched like a couple highlights, but if anything, I would have watched England, and I didn't watch them. So nah, it's just not my thing, to be honest with you. I'll wait to the Euros. I'll wait to the World Cup. But anything other than that,
Yeah. I mean, nothing too crazy happened.
Yeah.
A lot of names that haven't been playing pretty well in their leagues, they've been doing pretty good.
Yeah.
In those qualifiers, so like Jesse Lingard, Martial, did pretty decent for France. So yeah, it was decent. Typical stuff.
Yeah.
The names and teams that you expected are doing pretty
Exactly. Like there's never really like any major upsets in the qualifiers, right?
Exactly.
It's like the best games are like the two teams that are like trying to qualify, versus the big teams against the smaller teams. So that makes sense.
Facts though. So we just had match day 4, I believe.
Match day 4, yeah.
Yeah, of Premier League. Just passed. So for starters, like what kind of surprised you as we got back into?
Yeah. Well, yesterday I was playing football in the morning, so I woke up about 5 or 6. Got down to the field around like 7ish, 6:45, and by that time I heard that Tottenham had a man sent off, and I heard that so I heard that game was going crazy. So I didn't watch the game because I was playing, but. Crystal Palace. I talk about this every single podcast. Like they're going down, they suck, and what does Vieira do? Pull out a 3-0 against his rival in Tottenham. So, very very shocking. Honestly, I didn't see it.
Is it shocking though? Let's be honest, because this is what Tottenham do.
It is kind of what Tottenham do.
No one was expecting them to be a threat this year for the title.
Yeah.
So being in first the past three weeks, that was great enough for them and good enough for them. And now it's like, yeah, this is what I expected. A team like Crystal Palace. Obviously, Liverpool, United, City, and Chelsea would smack them.
Of course, yeah.
Right? But we know that.
Yeah.
But I also know that a team like Crystal Palace would beat, Tottenham only because they're not a team. They're not like a dominant team like that.
Yeah. No, it's a great point, because what do we talk about for the last 3 weeks? It's been, 1-0 win, 1-0 win, 1-0 win. They scored a penalty, a lucky-ish goal against us, and then I think and then a really lucky goal against Wolves. So their 3 goals haven't been great, yet they've got 9 points. So like what we're talking about, the results far outweighed their performances in those games. So I guess it caught up to them. But also Edouard, who just got signed. It's like last day of the transfer window for like 18 million from Celtic. I heard a lot about him. I've never seen him play until this game, and
had a brace, yeah.
Yep, 2 goals. We saw Zaha score, but obviously it was a penalty. I told you he doesn't score many goals. You guys keep hating on me. It's okay.
He's feisty too. Almost got in that fight.
Tanganga, who got sent off. I saw it last season. This guy's so reckless, bro. Yeah. He's all over the place. It's just, I don't know. Not a fan, to be honest with you.
Yeah. We had Chelsea. They beat
Villa. Yeah.
Villa.
We bet on that game.
Yeah, exactly.
We bet on that game. Give my money.
I don't know what I was thinking.
I don't know why you bet on it.
I just thought Villa might have,
No, they played well. I watched the game. They played really, really well.
Lukaku.
Another two goals. Yeah. He's gonna be scoring their goals. Like we all kind of know that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, with Chelsea, they're winning the games they should be.
I feel like Chelsea, and we'll talk about Liverpool. They just won 3-0 today as well. I feel like Liverpool are going to get better throughout the season, and I think teams are going to figure out Chelsea throughout the season. I think Chelsea's results are going to slowly but surely come back down to like maybe win draw,
Yeah.
win loss, versus Liverpool. I think they're just going to be nice and steady.
Better.
They're going to win a little 1-0, 2-1.
They look good today.
Yeah.
They look like a team that's poised, and they know their identity. They know what they're doing out there. That's scary, 'cause at the end of the day, you can have all the firepower in a world, like a city and United, but if you don't have like that foundation, it doesn't mean a thing.
Exactly. No, you're 100% right. I think, especially with Klopp, and that's kind of what we're talking about last week was the managers, right? Those top four managers, there's such a clear difference, and that's why as much like even with Ronaldo, and we'll talk about Ronaldo, obviously the main story of the weekend. Don't touch it. You're gonna touch the shirt. Don't touch the shirt. Is Ronaldo on the back of that?
No, it's Mata. Juan Mata. Hey, come on, Juan Mata's a magician, bro. Respect
I
that
thought
man.
he was retired. To be honest with you.
He's still over there. Don't play with him.
Yeah, was he Kit Man? All right.
Yeah, you foul, bro.
No, it's a little bit disrespectful. I'll be honest with you.
That's mad disrespectful.
But I think we'll talk about Ali. We'll talk about Ronaldo. Skip it. Let's just skip right to it. I mean, it's so crazy, bro. Obviously, Ronaldo's being back is so big, but when you really saw it in Old Trafford, like the fans were going
the atmosphere
crazy.
was just different.
Incredible.
Like, I haven't seen a team like this, like be embraced by the fans in a long time.
Yeah,
it just felt different, so much different, and like the intensity was just there, and that's what a player like Ronaldo brings, something that lacks, and it's what we expected. It's nothing new. Like this isn't anything different with Cristiano. We always expect for him to come out with that killer mentality.
It was interesting because he kind of played a perfect game. If you really think about it, if you watch the game, you'll see like he didn't make any mistakes really. It's funny. Early on, he actually fell a couple times. But
attempting the goal.
Yeah. But he just looks so like he's never doing too much. He's doing the quick pass, the quick run. And bro, obviously the first goal was just tapping, but that second goal was exactly why you get Cristiano Ronaldo.
Luke shot saw him clean.
I'll get to Luke Shaw in a second, but yeah, the way Ronaldo like it's instinct, right? He knows, okay, Luke Shaw's coming, I have to run into this space, and then when the defender's coming, I have to put my body across him to defend the ball, and then great.
I think his positioning is his most underrated aspect of his game. People don't give him credit for that
because he doesn't run like a Bernardo Silva all throughout the pitch, but when he does run, he knows exactly where it's going. It's all intentional, right? He knows exactly where it's going to, why he's going there, how he's going to dribble.
That's why he gets tap-ins, bro. And people they make fun of him for it. They call him like one-dimensional and everything, but that is credit to him. Get in a position to be right there, ready for the ball. That's easy goals. That's what you want from your striker. So
100%.
It just looks so beautiful, man. Cause like we've been missing this with United. Like we've always been there, like close. Like
Cavani was a version of that.
Yes, but this is a different level.
It's different level.
It's a different level. And I don't know. First game, I couldn't be happier with his performance. Just seemed like he wanted to be there. He looked relieved too. Something I didn't really see with Juventus when he was playing there. He kind of looked stressed.
Yeah, he didn't look very happy at Juventus. Yeah.
Nah, didn't look happy at all. Now he looks like he's on top of the world, and everyone's embracing him the way he wants to be embraced.
It looked like he was enjoying himself a lot out there. And it's interesting because we'll see if that continues, right? We'll see if maybe if the results aren't.
Be scared, bro.
Exactly.
I think you should be scared. Like I know at first you said getting Ronaldo for United wasn't like that big to you. Oh, come on. I think it's I don't want to say we're back, but we're close. We're knocking on that door.
Listen, I can't definitively name 3 players better than him at that position at this moment, right?
Yeah.
At what he does, which is score goals, finish most of his chances, right? There's no question that you guys are better as a result of getting him. Miles, a lot better. Like, however, if you look at that game, right, that first 60 minutes that you guys played was not very good until Ronaldo got the second goal, and then it kind of went into what we thought it would be, which is a 4-1 dominant.
Yeah.
It looked great on the stat line, but if you're watching the game, you're like, okay, these guys aren't looking too great. But guess what? Who would have bailed them out if it wasn't Ronaldo? Greenwood probably would have bailed him out. Or when Rashford comes back, he would have bailed him out. Or Cavani, if he played. So the bailing out and like against these bad teams, because the reality is Newcastle should have scored a lot more than one goal if we watch that game. So the reason I'm saying like he's not going to be that big of an impact is not because he isn't a great player. Obviously, he's a great player. But what are the problems at United still? Was scoring and a good high energy offense, was that a problem for United before they got? Of course not. So they didn't address a problem. Let's be very clear. They just got a better player in that position versus that center defensive midfielder.
Well, no, I disagree with that in a sense, only because a problem we did have was not having that killer mentality.
Yes, okay, that's different.
Our manager was not like that. He didn't instill that in the players. So getting Ronaldo is kind of like having a manager on the field.
That's a great point. Yeah. That's a great point. Okay.
So I know what you mean though. Like in a,
if we're looking on paper,
right?
Yeah.
He didn't. That was not a need that we wanted or we needed.
Yeah.
But like I say, I couldn't be happier with his performance.
I agree. It was great. I watched it. It was just, as a City fan, it's like, I'm glad that this, now United feel like they're.
What does this do for Bruno? Because I just think it's going to make him a better player. He looks like this is something that he needed with United. Like he's obviously been balling.
Well, he was there. He scored the most goals for them last season,
and he's the leading goal scorer right now in the league.
Yeah, obviously, I think Ronaldo's going to surpass him.
Yeah,
as well as maybe even Greenwood. Does Bruno become more of the creative player, and then what happens to Pogba as a result? Because Pogba didn't have a good game at all. Yet he gets to assist.
Exactly.
So, and it's funny when Pogba's playing well, it means he's expressing himself. He's doing the little moves. He's going forward. When Pogba's playing side to side, he's one of the worst players I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Because he just doesn't look interested or motivated, and nothing's happening, right? So now I think Bruno's going to play a little bit more of a creative role, and Pogba is the creative guy. So like, are they both going to fit in that sort of? I mean, think about like an Ozil and a Pogba on the same team.
Yeah. Like,
is that really going to work? Maybe not. I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. We just have too many players right now to all put on the field at the same time.
Yeah,
key players, good players. So I think it can work, only because someone's gonna have to take a back seat in order for like the greater good.
I think Rashford's got to be that guy. I think when Rashford comes back, it's gonna be very difficult to give him minutes. However, Ollie's gonna give him minutes, so
he shouldn't. I mean, if we're going like strictly off of what have you done for me right now, Greenwood is looking amazing, bro. Like he didn't score yesterday, but he had a great game.
I mean, he's the reason Ronaldo got the first goal.
So like I don't think you take him away at this point. That would be a smack in the face.
And you paid $80 million for Sancho, so you're not gonna.
Yeah, who's struggling right now, but I know he's gonna come into his own. It's still early. I'm not even worried about it.
Me neither.
Did you see Martial come in and play?
I mean, he didn't look great, but at the same time, at the same time, that dummy that he did, was really, really nice.
And Donnie came in. I like the link-up play between him and Pogba.
He played Donnie out of position though. He's playing him so far up the field. I don't get it. Then he puts on Lingard before Donnie. Like I don't know what. See,
I mean, he just I don't know. Ole is like
he will be the pro. Okay. So question: what's Ollie's expectations for the season? Like, what's a good season for him? Is it winning any trophy? Is it winning the Premier League? Is it getting maybe top 2 in the Premier League plus a trophy? Is it getting out of the Champions League group stages?
At this point, it has to be we got to win the league title.
Really?
Yeah. You want to know why? You got Ronaldo. You went all in, and you got Ronaldo. I know, like, he didn't cost that much, but just getting that name, like the expectation that comes with that is a league title for any team. Yeah. So him going to Juventus, league title. Him going back to Madrid, per se, would have been a league title. So him coming home to United, a team that's contending, league title.
Okay.
Nothing more than that.
Because the reality is they got second last year.
Right. Exactly.
Now two other teams got. Chelsea got better. Liverpool's players. No. I'm not saying they're better.
Okay,
no. I'm saying they got better than
overall.
Yeah. And then obviously Liverpool have players coming back, so they're going to be better. So it's two teams that are going to be better than they were last season. to be honest, we probably aren't going to be better than we were last season, even though we got Grealish. But I think if you're Ollie, you can't be like, okay, we got second last year. It's okay if we spend 130 million and get second again.
Exactly.
You know, there's no way.
There's no way.
Because Ronaldo's probably thinking Premier League.
Yes.
We
saw what he said. The quote,
Yeah.
you know, he's expecting Premier League and Champions League, you know, both of those, they might be pushing it a little bit, but I like that mentality.
Well, you talk about depth. I mean, they have the depth to do it, in my opinion.
Hell yeah, no doubt.
Like up front is ridiculous.
Bro, I'm looking at it on paper. This team is scary.
There's only one. They have a couple weaknesses. I think Wan-Bissaka is.
You're not big on Wan-Bissaka. What is it?
I mean, he's terrible.
Give me the real reason.
He's terrible. I don't like his name. No, I'm joking. He's terrible on the ball. I think I'm better than him on the ball.
Okay.
Not very like that's his biggest weakness, right? His defending, good.
Oh, it's amazing.
However, do you really want him in the final third? You don't. So, and that's maybe why you get Sancho.
He's the reverse Trent, you know.
Yeah.
Honestly,
he's the reverse Trent. Oh my God, we're gonna put that on a title.
That's the one.
Wan-Bissaka is the reverse Trent.
It's like, what would you rather have? Do you want to,
Yep.
back that can score more and produce
Yeah.
for others, or do you want someone that can defend? So for us, we need defending. I'm not
Yeah.
even worried about the on-ball aspect. We
Yeah.
have a lot of creators right now.
The
That's the good part.
The only reason I say on ball is because at the end of the day, all of your players, in 2021, I mean, you got center backs who are being brought in just because of how good they are on the ball.
Yeah,
right.
that's true.
Versus their actual defending, right? So I'm just saying that's a little bit of weakness. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
In terms of depth at that position, Dallo comes in. I don't know if too many United fans really like him that much. I think he's a decent player.
I like him.
I think he's a decent player.
He is.
But he's going forward, right? Going back, not so much.
Yeah.
But the
100%.
biggest problem is that center defensive midfield. Do you just, and we talked about this, last podcast. Do you play Donnie? They have three, right? They've got McTominay, they got Fred, they got Matic. Matic was horrendous yesterday. Horrendous.
Well, he shouldn't be starting at all at this
Yeah.
point. I can see him coming in as a situational player. So if we need someone for a key moment, a defensive moment, but he's not starting. He's not starting material.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's no shade to him because he's a great player. It's just the age is getting there clearly. And I think you have other options you can play with. There's no reason why Donnie should be coming in at the 83rd minute. And you're blocking deals for him by the transfer market. I don't get it.
There's got to be some agenda there, right?
What is Ali trying to do here? Is he keeping him? Is he not keeping him? Is he gonna play him? It's just too in the air right now.
Yeah, I think he put him on yesterday just cause
to.
Hey, let me just because it's just
Fred didn't play, so it's just all right. At this point, what are you doing? It's not a good look.
It's not a good look. So again, United looked great for those last 30 minutes. Great team on paper. There's again, defensive midfielder, the manager. Those are the only two things that I'm seeing that would really hinder that Premier League title. But I have to be honest, as a City fan, I'm a little worried. Because at the end of the day, what we need is that clinical finisher.
Yeah.
And you guys got him. You guys don't even really need him that much.
It just adds it.
You got him. So
because
we did get a good result yesterday as well.
Yeah.
Being Leicester, but it wasn't a pretty game. And it's one of those things where defensively we do not look clean right now. We're getting there. Teams are attacking us.
Speaking of City.
Yep.
And the transfer window just ended. I know you just said you guys are looking pretty bad defensively. Theo Hernandez, how do you feel about him? That was some speculation.
I saw that.
Coming.
It's funny. We see the speculation after the window, right?
Yeah.
The left back who went to PSG, we were linked with him as well.
Yep.
We needed left back. That's the reality. Obviously, we know what happened with Mendy. He's locked up, obviously. No need to talk about that. Yeah. So Zinchenko and Cancelo are two left backs. Cancelo is really a right back, but Kyle Walker is so good that you can't not start him. That left back position we need. And in that striker position. So it's like Theo or any good left back would help, I'm not confident with Zinchenko at all. I think he's a decent backup, sure.
But you need someone else. Yeah.
Oh, dude!
You
Every
need
time,
someone
anytime we
else.
play a big team, I'm like, oh my god, he's
Exactly.
gonna because he gets out of position and
Hmm.
it's terrible.
He's good.
So,
He's good. Don't get me wrong. He is
he's a
good.
decent player. He's a decent player, but
He's
he's not
just
a starting
not
material for one of the best teams on the planet.
exactly. And it's funny. Like I feel like we both have players like that. In each club that
Yeah,
they're good, but they're not good enough for that type of
exactly.
that level.
If you look if we talk about depth, it's something that we always talk about. You look at depth, and I just said that the center defensive midfield position for you guys is a problem. McTominay, Fred, Matic, Donny.
Yeah.
That's 4. That's depth. It's just, are any of them good enough? Now, we think Donny, manager doesn't. We don't think the other 3, manager does. But, so that's a question, right?
Yeah, but City's just doing what they have to do right now.
Yeah, we're not going to get into form until like halfway through the season.
Exactly.
You know?
Like what we're getting from them, I can't really judge. And
We haven't played Foden. We haven't played Kevin. We haven't.
yeah, and I know he's on his way back. He was training with KDB.
Yeah.
Saw some footage of that, but yeah, with this stuff with City right now, it's hard for me to really give a solid
We're just looking for results.
analysis. Exactly.
Yeah.
You just want W's, and that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're sticking around. I think you guys are like number 2 right now. No, you're like number 3.
3 or something like that. I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
we're up there.
You're right there.
So
Sticking around, so it should be good. I can't wait to see you guys get tested though.
I mean, we did kind of get tested first game of the season, but not really. It's just we didn't look ready.
I'm saying us. That's the test.
I mean,
Your defense sucks.
But okay. Whoa. It sucks.
It sucks.
How does it suck?
It sucks, bro.
We haven't played Stones yet. What? Like, how does it suck?
So you're telling me when you get all those players back, right?
Okay. Hold on.
everybody,
No,
right?
we do have Laporte. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's have a nice little conversation about this.
Let's get it.
Who's back 4 is better? Back 4 plus keeper. Who's back 4 plus keeper is better? City, United.
Right now?
In general.
I'm taking United.
Did you see? Okay.
I'm taking United, bro.
Okay. No problem. Let's do
we have
like
the best left back in a row right now.
Okay, no, let's do this. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna do best 5, right? Let's do best 11. No, let's make this beautiful. Best 11, City, United. Who are we taking a goalkeeper?
De Gea.
Ederson. You're taking De Gea.
Yes.
No. Seriously. No, let's not like. Come on. Ederson. It's not even close. It's not even close.
Let's be real. I like Ederson. He's good.
He's great.
I'm sticking with De Gea. I feel like if you give him, because like your thing with United, you don't think Harry Maguire is good.
You don't think Harry Maguire is good.
Exactly. So you see what I'm saying? So if you give De Gea a solid front 4 in front of him, plus him as a goalkeeper, the numbers would be even way better. I think he's better.
Honestly.
Yes.
That's ridiculous. Has Ederson ever had a bad of a season as De Gea had 2 years ago?
Has he ever had as good of a season as De Gea?
He doesn't need to because his defense is good. Okay, you did say right now. There's no way we're taking. Listen, I will concede a lot of things to you. Trust me, I'll be fair as possible. There's no way I'm allowing this. Ederson in goal, back 4, right back Kyle Walker over Bissaka. We can all agree on that, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Center back, 2 center backs, Stones. Okay, we're definitely taking Diaz and maybe Varane.
Yeah.
Or Diaz Stones. Which one?
No, Diaz Varane.
I'm fine with that, especially after Stones. Like,
I think Varane's a little bit more proven than Stones. Stones is good, he's proven, but not like Varane is.
I'll be honest, Varane he had a decent game.
Yeah, decent game.
But I think we'll see a lot better from him going forward. So yeah, I'd probably agree with that. Okay. I think Stones probably that 3rd.
Yeah.
Quick question: Stones or Maguire? Because everyone in England thinks Maguire's better than Stones. That's a tough one though, because I think a game, I'm taking Stones, but I think Maguire is probably a little more consistent.
That's what I was gonna say. If it kind of depends on what you need, what your team needs. They're like 1A, 1B, or 2A, 2B, however you want to.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Okay. So
I was just a question.
Yeah, I don't think one is that much greater than another.
I agree. I think it's on the day. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. And then left back.
And then left back, we're taking Luke Shaw, 100%. Midfield 3, we'll say one sitting, one hold midfielder. Obviously, that's going to go to us, whether it's.
So all right, let's clarify what is your midfield to you, because I feel like with
ours,
Pep, he switches it a lot.
Yeah, of course, that's fair. My best midfield 3. I mean, do I do Fernandinho over Rodri's better at this point in his career.
Okay.
Rodri, Kevin, Foden. That's the 3. And yours is obviously you have Pogba and Fernandez,
Right.
but
And then that third one.
I mean you could say Donny, but he doesn't play, so it's kind of difficult to like actually put him in there. He wouldn't beat Rodri anyway, but
If we're going off of all right, so yeah, that's a great point. If we're going off of talent wise, who I think is the third best, it's Donnie.
yeah,
But from O's selection,
McTominay.
McTominay, yes,
McTominay, I agree.
Scott,
I agree.
think Scott he does enough. He's
does
good enough.
Yeah, he
So
makes a lot of mistakes though.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you have a Pogba and a Bruno next to you, you can make those mistakes a little bit. They'll max,
Of course,
help you out, cape for you just slightly.
Yeah.
So I'm not too mad when he selected for our starting 11 sometimes because he does provide something
Yeah.
there compared to Fred.
Yeah,
Just
of course.
out
He
there
just
running.
just running around like headless chicken, of course. Okay, so with that whole midfield, I think we're going Rodri probably. And then those two midfielders, I think as great as Foden is, he probably doesn't make that. Kevin's obviously
So
in.
all right, yeah.
So it's
Foden or Paul.
well,
I
no,
think that
that's the thing. I think Kevin's obviously 100%.
Yeah.
I think you probably take Bruno as the other one over Paul.
I would say right now, yeah.
So it doesn't even matter. Like
Yeah.
Pogba, Foden doesn't matter. That midfield four battle is incredible.
It's tough.
So
It's
that's
like
fine. But I'd probably take Fernandez as well. Foden, I think, will definitely be a better player overall in the career. But and then wide right, it's Mahrez, Greenwood, Jesus at this point, Sancho. I think it's safe to put Mahrez there. I'll be honest. I think it's safe because what we've seen so far.
You saying right now?
Yeah, over
Greenwood. Right now, Greenwood.
Really?
Yes, right now he's the hottest.
Let's come back
player.
to that because I think Mahrez and Greenwood. That's tough, especially after last season. That's tough.
I know what you mean. Yeah, we'll come back to it. It's a good one.
Okay. Wide left. I mean Rashford, but he doesn't
He's
beat
not
out. He
playing
doesn't
right
beat
now.
out Sterling. He doesn't beat out Grealish. I'm probably going.
That's tough. So Sterling and Grealish. I don't think Rashford beats out either one.
Yeah.
Sorry, United.
yeah.
I love him, but he's
Nah. No Martial. No.
Not right now.
I mean, who's better? I mean, if I'm doing my starting 11, I'm putting Grealish in there over Sterling. Because here's the problem. I think in football, it's like, what have you done for me lately? And we saw how great Sterling was in the Euros. So we're like completely rejecting what he did prior to that, which was not very good. So, but he still again scores a ton of goals every season. I'm still going Grealish at that left wing for sure.
I'm going Sterling only because I think he's that good. Doesn't get his credit really. He's that effective. Like he's mini Messi, man. Real talk.
Mini Messi.
Playmaking
oh
wise,
my
yeah.
God, I'm gonna turn off your mic.
Mini Messi.
Mini Messi.
He creates like nobody, man. Like no other.
Oh, dude,
I know you hate him. I
don't hate him.
It's simply
I don't hate him.
because he
I
can't
like him a
finish.
lot.
You hate him because he can't finish. His finishing is terrible. I
Yeah.
agree.
So how is he mini Messi? That's an insult to
he
Messi.
can score goals though. Don't come on.
Okay, but
Stop
if you
it.
have 100
And then
chances, to score-
assisting wise, playmaking wise, don't act like Sterling does not create enough. Like he's good, bro. Sterling, yes. Are you serious?
No.
You're
You
capping.
had episode 1. You said some BS again about Sterling.
I said he was gonna be the golden boot.
Yeah, and you that was BS. You know it. What is this thing with Sterling?
bro.
You
act
follow him
like-
on IG?
Nah.
I think you do.
Nah.
I think you liked it. You met him in person one time. You got an autograph from him. Come on, bro.
All right, you act like the guy is terrible.
I don't act like he's terrible. I understand his game, and I understand that in the final third, he's not much better than Adama Traore. So
That's cap. That is cap. He is not that
in the
bad.
final third, he is not that much better than Adama Traore. Okay, switch Adama. How many goals does he score on City? Around the same amount. Come on, bro. There's no way.
He's getting 10.
Nah,
Hey, stop speaking on Sterling name like that, bro. I'm about to hop across this table.
All right. It's so funny you're defending my player. Okay,
But no,
come on.
no. So my point really is, I think Sterling is good. You don't,
I think he's good.
you bum. But I think Grealish, that can be somebody you can play off the bench. So, you take KDB off, or you take.
Well, Sterling hasn't started a game this season, so over Grealish.
Yeah, but I'm saying I think Pep should do it the opposite way. I think Grealish should be coming off the bench.
There's no way you pay $100 million. And
I know.
start him,
It's just you don't do it.
Yeah.
But he's a midfielder at the same time as well. He can play wing.
He can't. Yeah.
But I think he can play the same position as KDB off the bench.
Okay. I mean, here's what I'll say. Since they're both City players, I get the final.
Oh yeah,
I get the final one. I do respect your point. I think that's almost 1A 1B as well.
Sterling and Grealish?
Sterling Grealish. I agree with that.
Yeah,
it's almost,
I think it's close. I mean,
it's close.
The thing is, it's the money. If you spend all that bread on Grealish, then there's no way you can put him on the bench, like you said.
At least at the start of the season.
Right.
We'll see what happens in terms of form and stuff like that. But I probably go Grealish on the left. Obviously, I think we're taking Ronaldo.
Like what I'm kind of getting to is who do you trust more when it's Champions League, right? And you're going up, say, against Madrid.
Grealish is untested.
And you have Grealish starting.
He's untested.
Those last 60th minute, do you want Sterling come off the bench as your man, saying I need to go, or do you want Grealish?
We want Grealish coming off the bench in that scenario.
Exactly.
100%. I agree with that. I agree that Grealish is more of an impact player, just like coming off the bench.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that. I think if we're just like looking at it like who's better, if we're just looking at it like that, I'd probably go Grealish over Sterling. But I do agree. I do agree with that for sure. And obviously, we're taking Ronaldo up front.
Yeah.
Back to that. I mean,
Mahrez and Greenwood.
Yeah. That's tough because I really like Greenwood in the central role more so than on the wide. That's kind of my thing, right? That's why I'd like to say Mahrez because he is a right winger, like nothing else.
100%. I agree.
I'm
listen. I can't put my boy on the bench.
I'm down to go Greenwood. Quite to be honest with you, I like him a lot.
That's a great point though. Like if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Type of situation. And Mahrez is a white winger, and he plays really well on that side.
We know exactly what he's going to do every single game.
Exactly. Not saying that Greenwood doesn't come in and perform well on the right wing, but he is, I think, better off as a striker in the middle.
Yeah, I agree. That's a tough one, man. Because I think Mahrez is just overall better, and I think he's proven that so far. But I do like Greenwood a lot. That's a tough one. I think that's like a 1A.
All right, so let's
literally like a 1A in my opinion.
Keep count of the the tally here. It's right wing. We're saying that's tough. I'm saying Mahrez. You're kind of saying.
I mean, listen. I think Mahrez is better. I think he's proven he's better. But again, he's had a longer career.
Yeah.
He's done it. I think Mahrez is a right winger. Therefore, we kind of have to put him
right there.
So
yeah. Right wing, City.
Yeah. So let's do it from the start. So goalkeeper, one center back, one right back, center defensive, one midfielder, left wing, right wing. So we got 7 to 4. That's about fair.
Okay.
That's about fair. I think in some ways you guys have a lot more depth, especially up front as well.
Yes, yeah.
But it's and at the left back spot.
So that's another story too. If we're talking about as a whole, which side is better?
Which side is better?
The bench. I think obviously our bench is better.
Our midfield is better. Your attackers are better.
Yeah.
Defensively, we're
about
probably
even.
Yeah, we're about because you have 2 left backs. We basically have one in a makeshift.
Yeah. And you think the best goalkeeper in the world right now, or what do you?
No, I don't think Ederson's the best in the world, but I think he's probably one of the best, top 2 in the Premier League.
So who's your top 2? That's good. I want to know that. Ederson and Alisson, or Ederson?
Ederson, Alisson, and then Mendy's up there for Chelsea. I like him a lot.
I don't get the hype around him. He performs well.
He performs.
Clean sheets. It's like I've seen him. I watched the guy play.
Nothing special.
Nothing special,
really?
Bro. Nothing special.
I don't know.
Mendy does he's like a Tim Duncan. He does just the right.
Tim Duncan's one of the best ever. So.
No. He's a bum. He does just the right amount of things.
Yeah.
But it isn't like a Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett was
flashy.
Yeah.
It's
athletic.
in your face.
You feel me? I've seen De Gea, I've seen Alisson, I've seen Ederson do some amazing shit.
Oh, Mendy had a great save yesterday. Down quick right with the right hand. I mean, I don't know. I think he's a really good keeper. And again, you have to look at numbers as well.
You named
Ederson, Alisson,
Mendy before De Gea.
At this point, listen, De Gea just has to have a good season, and he's right back up there. Don't get it twisted. De Gea at one point was best keeper in the world.
Yeah, that's what I think you're missing. You got my man's messed up.
Because here's how I'm looking at keepers, right? Mentally, they go up and down.
Yeah.
Remember Joe Hart was the best keeper in the league?
Yes.
And now, he's not even in the league. So it's
Joe Hart. That was a good time.
Dude, that was great. I loved Joe Hart, bro. That 2 seasons,
everyone knew he was not the best goalkeeper.
But he was playing the best,
Yeah,
so
facts.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not,
how I feel like Mendy is. I don't know. I'm sorry. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like Mendy, like he's good, but he's not as good as
maybe he
the
maybe
numbers say
maybe we
he
just
is.
have to see a full season.
Yeah,
Maybe see a full
exactly.
season. Yeah, I wouldn't like Casper Schmeichel for Leicester.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really solid keeper.
Yep. I mean, he's his father's son, so.
Yeah, of course, of course. So yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of good keepers. Obviously, De Gea's in that, but
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's not the same. Like
he's
5
not the
years
same
ago,
De Gea.
6 years
But yeah.
ago. 100%.
Oh, and Martinez from Aston Villa, best keeper last
Okay.
season. One of the best keepers
Yeah.
last season. So yeah, it's about 6 keepers who were just really, really good. And then you saw, oh my God, do you see Newcastle's goalkeeper this
Yes.
last game?
Yes.
I heard that he's the third string, and it
Oh,
looked
you
like
saw
it. It looked like it. Oh my God, bro! I'm like, talk about Ronaldo's debut.
Yeah.
So easy, bro.
Bruno's goal was pretty easy as well.
Oh no, I mean it was a great goal.
It was a great goal, but yeah.
Keeper probably could have done a little bit better, but I mean at the same time, no one's even stepping up to him. So
Yeah.
interesting. That's a good 11 though. Yeah, going back to the 11, that's a great 11. I mean, it's interesting because your left back is so much better than our left back. I'm thinking about it like and then your striker is so much better than our striker.
Yeah. 100%.
But everything else is pretty much close.
Yeah.
It's so. I don't think City's
Why are you taking Kyle Walker over Wan-Bissaka? Is it strictly
Oh, I
because
mean,
he's an overall better player, or just
Kyle Walker is one of the best players,
Yeah,
best right backs in the world. There's no.
he does both sides really well.
He's not very technically great going forward.
Yeah,
But he's still effective going forward because he's so fast and defensively he covers for Stone so many times, bro. I think he's just a lot more of a dynamic and intelligent defender as well. And I'm saying intelligent, Kyle Walker in the same sentence. It's a little bit crazy because previously, he'll make a really bad error. Yeah. But defensively, positionally, he's been really, really great for England and for City as well. So one of the best right backs in the world at the moment.
I'm thinking about it like right now. If I had to rank them, the 3 best right backs in the Premier League would probably be no order right now, but Trent, Kyle, and I think Wan-Bissaka.
No way. Well, I got
That's in my opinion.
Right backs, there's no way Wan-Bissaka gets up there.
'Cause, I mean, I'm going off of
Reece James. Does he count?
I don't think Reece is better than Juan. I don't. I've seen Reece, and Reece is nice. He's good. He has potential to be, I think, top 3.
There are not a lot of good right backs, though.
There's not, exactly.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. There's not.
So, like, what do you value more? Because, like, what does Reece James do better than Wan-Bissaka? Offense,
Offensively, obviously.
Yeah.
Defensively, he's still pretty good.
He's still good, but I don't think he's.
Oh, he's not Wan-Bissaka level. Yeah. That's tough. I mean, I would put Cancelo in there. Cancelo's a third. Cancelo's better than Wan-Bissaka, 100%. Like, overall, 100%. And that's what's kind of annoying because we have two of the best right backs and no left back. So we just play Cancelo there. Like, but he's a right back, 100%. Jay, we've been talking a lot about the whole golden boot. But what about, like, the most assists? We've seen Pogba with 7 in 4 games, yet he doesn't get, player of the month. What's that about?
I mean, we know the whole the English, I guess, press and media. They don't like Paul, because like that makes no sense to me. We just had the player of the month. Went to Antonio from was it West Ham?
West Ham.
Yeah.
I guess he deserves it, but
he was like kind of came out of nowhere. We weren't expecting that. That's where they're coming from.
Yeah.
But when you get 7 assists in 4 games,
bro, who votes on this stuff? By the way, do you know? Like, there's no way.
I'm guessing it has to be like.
Maybe it's media guys.
Yeah, like the media backing. You know how it is with the NBA.
Yeah, it's
exactly.
something. Yeah.
So you have to have like some type of credibility.
Yeah, in quotations, credibility.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's 7 assists, man, and 4 games.
That's unreal.
That's unreal. Like what are we valuing now? What is it? Because that to me slap in the face.
Oh, now if we exclude the September game, then. But even then, like, yeah, it makes no sense. But I think Pogba is going to continue to.
I mean, would he have been your player of the month, or
yeah, it's got to be. Like, I mean, well, they're probably going to give it to Ronaldo for August. You know what I mean? He hasn't played yet. I mean, yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, I don't know.
Because he didn't even win our player of the month for United. It went to Greenwood, which I get.
Went to Greenwood?
Yeah.
Oh, Bro,
I mean,
what?
that's a little bit more
That's
believable than
bad.
Antonio getting Player of the Month for the Premier League. Only because Greenwood, he single-handedly won us 2 games by himself.
To Pogba assist those goals. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? That's crazy.
Yeah. So
Yo, off of that alone, if I'm Pogba, I'm out. I'm not signing a new contract.
that's why I think like when you asked me, a couple weeks ago, what happens to Paul? He's gonna leave after the season. I think there's a good chance he will, because he doesn't like I'm not like how we just said. Ronaldo wasn't looking too happy with Juventus. Paul doesn't look happy with United to me. He looks content. It's good enough.
Yeah.
We're winning.
I think he's gonna kind of put the face on a little bit.
Yeah, but I know he wants to be in Madrid or he wants to be in Paris.
Yeah, probably Paris. I think, dude, imagine he goes to PSG.
Why would he go there though?
He's French. Why not?
Yeah, but we know Mbappe's leaving, and I think that's somebody you want to play with, right?
Yeah. Okay, listen. If he goes to Madrid, probably wherever Mbappe is.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting towards. Like, I think he's going wherever Mbappe's going.
Yeah, maybe.
So I could see him playing in Madrid.
I can see Madrid. It's either those two, right?
Yeah.
It's either those two.
Yeah, definitely those two.
Imagine he goes to City. We'll take him. we'll love you, Pogba. Don't worry.
But yeah, I don't think he should have got. I think he should have got Player of the Month.
Yeah.
And then Nuno got Manager of the Month, which I think is.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the Brighton manager, Graham Potter.
Yeah.
Because they overperformed.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm fine with Nuno for that.
And then Danny Ings Goal of the Month, which I think is.
Of course.
The bicycle kick.
Beautiful goal.
Yeah, it was nasty. Yeah. And then let's I know we were having a Golden Boot debate. First week we gave our predictions and everything, and you picked Lukaku, which I think was a great pick. But we both didn't see the emergence of Cristiano Ronaldo, who has 2 goals now.
Yeah.
So he's right there. He's in the conversation after 1 game.
Yeah.
Which just says how I think he's the best goal scorer of all time, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's fair.
Who's gonna win? Is it Lukaku? Is it Ronaldo? Where are we going?
Well, who do you, let me ask you first. Who do you have? I mean, I think you have Ronaldo just off bias, or is it just like?
So I think it's gonna be closer.
Yeah.
Like very, very close. I do think Ronaldo's gonna win it. Simply because it fits the story. Him coming back home and then being a league goal scorer in the Premier League. It's gonna add to the legend of Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
And he's all about just building.
That's what he's about. Yeah.
So yeah, but Lukaku, like we saw, he had 2 goals this past weekend. He's right there. He's right there.
Here's gonna be the question though. We know who Lukaku's backup is, Timo Werner.
Yeah.
We just missed that goal for Germany. I didn't see much of the internationals break. I did see that. Terrible, right?
Timo. Missing them bad boys.
So he's their backup, right? So you have to think about it. If you're Tuchel, you can't rely on that guy too much. So Lukaku's going to play almost every single game.
Yeah.
With United, they've got a ton of rotation.
You kind of smart.
Yeah, I got you. So for that reason alone, the only way I see Ronaldo winning is if he goes into Ollie's office and says, "Listen, I know we have a lot of rotation. I know there's a lot of games. I literally want to play basically every single game. Unless like that's his personal demand
mentality, yeah.
Then I truly think that like Ollie's just going to do the rotation. He still has to play Cavani. He still has to play Greenwood, Martial, Rashford when he comes back.
I'm sorry, you don't have to play Cavani. You don't. Not to me, at least. We're way too deep over there now.
Well, they didn't.
Cavani, I'm sorry,
He serves his purpose. Type of thing?
Yeah. You're those. That year you gave us. And
he's gonna play cup games though, for sure. I think he's gonna play a lot of cup games.
Yeah, FA Cup and Carabao Cup.
Yeah. Maybe Ronaldo would be like, listen, play me all the regulars, the
Champions League and Premier League.
And Premier League. Yep. Okay. If that's the case, then I think Ronaldo has a really good chance. But I think United are going to score more goals than Chelsea are going to score.
So it's like definitely.
Exactly. So like, where are those goals going to come from? What percentage of those are going to be Ronaldo's?
Yeah.
But it'd be interesting to see.
Is Salah a sleeper?
Oh yeah. We talked about him. Yeah. Listen, Salah, Lukaku, Ronaldo. I don't see
the big 3 right now.
Obviously, Vardy is always an option.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's going to score the most. This season.
I think there's too much firepower right now.
Too much. Yeah.
Harry Kane.
We didn't even talk about him. I forgot he existed.
Yeah, does he make some noise?
We've talked about him for 4 episodes straight, and now this is the first time we've said his name. Oh my gosh!
He scored for England this past. He's doing his thing.
Do it in Euros. Yeah, he's going to be up there as well. Those are the 4.
Okay.
Those are the 4. Absolutely.
I like that.
Absolutely. Interesting.
Yeah.
That'll be great. That's a great little thing to keep an eye on throughout the season. Like,
Yeah, because we haven't really had I feel like a exciting
too much of an exciting
golden boot race.
Yeah.
In the past few years.
I think Salah and Aubameyang tied
one
season.
Year. Yeah.
Maybe 2 years ago, but yeah, it's not been like super crazy.
Exactly.
So I mean, we haven't talked about Mane. Like he might as well.
You feel me? And I mean Bruno. He's
Yeah.
not gonna stay there, but let's by the books, by the facts, he's the leading goal scorer right now.
That's a great point.
And I kind of predicted it. I was like, he's gonna get a goal this week when Ronaldo scores a goal. Like I just feel like he's gonna feed off that energy.
Yeah.
That was why I brought up that question to you. What happens to Bruno now? Like, is he gonna become a better player?
Yeah.
I think he's definitely become a better player. It just looks like he's at home now.
I don't think he's necessarily going to become a better player. I think he's going to play better, if that makes sense.
Okay,
He's
already.
I don't think his skill is going to like improve or anything like that. However, I do think that there's a lot less pressure on him.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to be the goal scorer like he was last season. He can be just the whole, that number 10 role.
Who takes the penalty?
That's not a question. What are you talking about?
Who takes the penalty?
Who takes the penalty for Portugal?
Oh,
All right. So you think Ronaldo's going to be like, here, Bruno?
But, I mean, Bruno has been effective.
Ronaldo
taking
wants
PKs for us, though.
You think Ollie's going to?
We've seen it in the past with United. When it comes to PKs,
yeah,
motherfuckers don't know who want to take it.
Of course. Rashford, Martial, yeah, of course. Listen,
it's about to be a fight.
No, it's not. Listen, Ronaldo.
I think it's an honest question because Bruno has like produced from the PKs. That's been the whole thing. He's taking PKs too much.
I think you're thinking about this from like a manager standpoint. If like everything's on paper, it's irrelevant. Let me ask you this: what's more important to Ronaldo, an FA Cup trophy or a Golden Boot win in the Premier League? He's taking the Golden Boot.
He's taking that. Yeah.
You think he's not gonna get free goals with these penalties? Come on, bro. He's taking those. He's 100% taking those. He's taking them.
No, I agree. I know he's not about to be.
Yeah,
he's
not
Bruno.
And
Bruno knows too. I hope he does.
Oh, imagine Bruno gets the ball and then Raul's just like looking at him. Hilarious.
Over with.
Little drama. Love it.
But let's get to the fixtures for next week.
Oh yeah.
You got me with the bet too. You're up.
Yeah.
You're up $5 right now.
Little Chelsea over Villa. I mean, Villa played great. Just Chelsea's Chelsea,
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see next week. Obviously, we have the game tomorrow. Burnley Everton. We talked about that. We probably had Everton winning that one.
Yeah.
And then Friday starts it. Leeds Newcastle. Both teams just in the trenches right now.
Really bad.
I'm not betting on either one of them. That's
I'm not betting on that.
Honestly,
I got Leeds winning, but I'm not betting.
That's an opportunity for Leeds to sort of start their season a little bit.
Newcastle just trash.
It's at Newcastle though, so
but
they're not that good.
Yeah,
they're probably gonna stay up just because there's enough bad teams below them. But
yeah, Norwich, Burnley, yeah,
Norwich, Burnley, Watford, these types of teams. Wolves, Brentford, great game.
That's gonna be a good one. Wolves finally got their first W.
Got 2 goals I mean, if you saw the goals, it's ridiculous. It was an own goal and then like a fluke tap in, So they haven't really like scored a good goal yet, but
I'm gonna go draw. I think
it's at Wolves though. I mean, yeah, I'd probably go draw as well. Arsenal, Burnley. I mean, I think Arsenal are gonna start kicking on now. 30.
I think this is when they step into that another zone.
They didn't destroy. They didn't destroy Norwich, but they shot 30 times against.
Well, they have to win that game. If they lost that game to Norwich, then it's definitely Arteta is out.
It has to be. Yeah. I mean, I think if they lose against Burnley, it's Arteta out, honestly. But like,
I mean, yeah, at this point they lose. He's leaving. He's done.
I mean, I could see them tying, honestly. But I do, and that's at Burnley. But Arsenal do have to start performing. I think they will. I think they're going to probably win this game 2-1.
Yeah,
another close one.
Okay.
Liverpool, Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace is not going to.
Liverpool,
win
they're feeling pretty good right now.
At home too. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got Southampton. I think it's gonna be one of those games where we score.
City, Southampton.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're gonna score maybe 60 minutes in, and then just go and win from there. Kind of like how you guys did against Newcastle. I think this can be one of those games where we're just not finishing our chances. Southampton gets us on the break.
Yeah.
That type of thing.
Yeah.
But I think we'll probably win comfortably in the end. Maybe 4-0, 3-0. 4-1 around there. Norwich, Watford. Both teams are Watford aren't necessarily struggling, but Norwich, Watford, I mean, Norwich has to get a win. They have to get a win eventually. I don't know if they're going to do it, though. Are they going to get their first point?
That's an ugly game.
Norwich will look bad, man. They look bad. I feel bad for them, honestly.
No, I don't.
Yeah, okay, fuck it. I don't
ugly ass colors.
Yeah, the little yellow and green.
Disgusting.
It's at Norwich, though. Come on. They're going to point. They're going to get a point. No?
I can't even do it. No. I'm going to go Watford.
That's crazy. I can't. Listen, you know what? Nah, I've watched them way too much this season.
So what other games do we have?
We got a few more. We've got Villa Everton. Good game.
Yeah, I can't even. Nah.
We've got
that was like the whole debate. First episode of the season, we were talking about who's gonna be higher in this
yeah,
table.
Everton. Yeah, Everton, Villa.
I don't know right now because I picked Villa last week to beat Chelsea, which was a dumb pick. Now I'm thinking about it. And then Everton, they're so up and down.
Yeah,
don't know what you're gonna get from from them. So yeah, that game can go one or two ways.
It can go. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Yeah. That's a tough one to pick. Brighton Leicester. Brighton Leicester is going to be a great game actually because it's at Brighton. They're winning games. Leicester's a good team. That's a tough game, bro. I kind of want to bet on that one. I got to go Leicester though.
Yeah, they're coming back. They're upset, losing 1-0 to City.
Yeah, I got to go Leicester.
Yeah, because they always they know how to. Yeah, I got Leicester on that one too.
West Ham United. Another tough game.
That's gonna be a good one.
Another tough game. That'll be a great test. Like, are they gonna dominate that game as they should? Are they gonna dominate that game? I don't think so.
I'm curious to see what's gonna be the starting 11. Are we gonna see any consistency? I feel like with Ali, it's been different starting 11s every game
for the front three. Yeah, but the reality is Ali's all about. I mean, if we saw him last season, he played the same guys over and over and over and over again until they ran him to the ground. So I think he's going to find his best 11, and then he's just going to play him throughout the entire season.
So you think Ronaldo starts?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
He's not bringing in Cavani.
This whole, like, Ronaldo, like, being older.
Yeah.
He's starting every game he can. Trust me.
Love it.
He's starting every game he can. And if I'm the manager, I would do that as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cavani's not coming in for... Cavani will be a player that comes in off the bench.
Yeah.
I don't see Greenwood coming off the bench much.
No.
Like, if he doesn't start, I don't see him coming off the bench, if that makes sense.
So the person that's suffering right now from this is Martial.
And eventually Rashford. Yeah. Rashford will have his chances because, you have to rest Sancho at some point.
Yeah.
But, it's going to be that rotation of Greenwood, Sancho, Rashford. Martial's not in the equation.
Got you.
He is now because, think about it, Martial's coming on, right? He's playing a few minutes because Rashford's not there. If Rashford was there, he wouldn't be playing these minutes. So they should have sold him last summer, bro. I'm telling you that they're not going to get much for him this summer.
It's crazy, man. I don't I don't think we should sell him.
I mean, how many forwards do you guys want?
I still got faith in my boy, man.
It doesn't matter.
And I think when you
his faith to do what? Like,
but I know what you mean. Like,
if you have faith, because here's a question: if you have faith, because I know you don't like Rashford as much.
Yeah, I just don't think he can't create as much as Tony can. That's my whole thing with him.
If a team like Real Madrid comes over and says, "Hey, $60 million
for Rashford."
Oh,
Rashford.
Because you're saying that you trust Martial, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means you can get rid of one of them.
Yeah.
And do you get rid of Rashford
for $60 million? I think he's worth 70, but you might have to jump at that 60.
Yeah.
You just might have to. That would never happen. They would never sell their homegrown talent to Madrid.
I was thinking about this the other day, bro. He's impossible to sell because of who he is on and off the field. Yeah. He's impossible to sell.
If we're being realistic, Martial is the one that's going to be sold.
Of course.
Eventually, if that does happen.
And honestly, I think his market value is going down and down and down.
Like you said, they should have been sold him if they're going to do that.
If they're going to do it, yeah. So interesting, but yeah, I think West Ham. Oh, dude. Now Antonio's suspended because he got red card, so he's not going to be playing. Yeah, United's going to win that.
Yeah.
You guys are so lucky. You guys are so lucky, bro. Oh, and then the big one: Spurs Chelsea at Spurs.
So is this the one we bet on?
Let me go back up real quick. Norwich Watford. I can't bet on Norwich. Villa Everton. I can't bet on that either. Yeah, this is probably the one we bet on. I don't. I need to hear who you have though.
You said at Spurs, right?
At Spurs. Lukaku versus Kane. Nuno versus Tuchel.
I'm gonna go Spurs. I think they're gonna match Chelsea's play.
You think they're gonna go 5 at the back as well? I don't think.
No.
No. They're just gonna say screw it.
Yeah. I got 2-1.
That's a good score. I got 2-1 Chelsea.
Okay.
2-1 Chelsea.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, after seeing them lose 3-0, I don't know.
You're not really worried about Spurs?
I don't think Spurs. I think Spurs again. They've overperformed in terms of
this,
results.
this is where you get a team like Chelsea. You know, they're coming in probably expecting
Yeah.
Spurs to roll over, and they might shock them. It's
They
at
might shock
Spurs
'em.
too.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I'll go Chelsea.
Okay.
We'll put 5 on that. Okay.
I like that one. That's a tough one again. Chelsea may 2 times in a row make me a loser. But
you're gonna start hating Chelsea more than Liverpool.
I'm gonna go with it. I like that.
Cool. All right, that wraps it up for the games.
Episode 5, we got it through, baby.
Yep, episode 5. Good to be back. Obviously, I love doing this. Yeah, episode 5, man. Like, it feels like we've been doing this for so long. You know?
Yeah.
Doesn't that feel crazy? Like it's just
I feel like a seasoned vet.
Yeah, I know.
Now,
I feel comfortable. You know?
Like, hey, what we got to do to process and everything.
Yeah,
it's been going pretty good, man.
Yeah, it's great. So, and we're ramping up the content a lot more on Instagram specifically. So, the Best of Rivals on Instagram, the Best of Rivals on Twitter, Best of Rivals on YouTube. We also got TikTok. The Best of Rivals on TikTok?
I believe so, yes. It's the Best of Rivals for everything, for the most part.
For the most part.
We try to keep it,
bestofrivals.com for some of Jay's writing.
Yes, which is another story coming up pretty soon as well. I'm reading the room, seeing what everybody wants to hear and read about. So,
yeah,
some fire.
Jay's writing has been crazy so far. So,
I appreciate that, man.
No, listen,
it's cool to me.
I kind of hate you as a human being, but your writing is great. So, yeah, episode 5, we're out.